at nighttime right now. And I mean, I've made a point about this before. There's a difference between headlights and bright lights. I've said it many times because it needs to be said. As you can see, these are brights. These are regular headlights. Again, regular headlights, which should be on the vast majority of the time. Especially at nighttime, they don't need to be on during the day, although it's okay if they are on during the day. And here are bright lights, which don't need to be on the vast majority of the time. But for illustration purposes, I put them on for a brief moment, which is a lot better than people that have them on everywhere they go, even during the day. Notice there's lots of people who will even have their fog lights on. I mean, but because I like driving, and I like making driving videos, I'm gonna, illustrate how to drive properly. Because apparently there's lots of people out there who don't know how to do so. So anyways, on to the video. I'll probably play some background music after I turn this video into a time-lapse. I'll probably play the original and also a time-lapse. So if you're seeing this as soon as it gets uploaded, stay tuned also for the time-lapse version. If you're not subscribed already, consider subscribing. No pressure. It helps me out. I mean, I don't get any ad revenue anyways because I'm nowhere near monetization, but this is just free educational content on how to drive. Stop sign, but remember to stop before, well, it's not a stop sign, a stop light, but it is okay to stop and then turn right at a stoplight. I mean, as long as you stop before the stoplight, unless there's a sign saying otherwise. So it's perfectly fine to make a right turn at a stoplight as long as you stop and as long as there's a sign that doesn't say you can't. The same is true for stop signs. If there's a stop sign, well then yeah, you have to stop the vast majority of the time, unless there's a sign that says except for right turn or something along those lines. Because if that's the case, well then you don't have to stop if you're making a right turn, just like the sign would imply. Okay, back to the music.
Maker in flames where the dead shift dwell. It's Scary Terry's Saturday Nightmare. 94.7 The Beast.
Okay, sir, I got a yield sign. That means you go. Oh, you didn't really want to turn? Motherfucker, you just hit the sidewalk, bro. Fucking get your ass moving. You fucking punk. Get moving! Bitch! This motherfucker just hit the sidewalk. Oh, but you thought I was gonna go first? I got a yield sign. You dumb cunt. Okay, people, see, in this situation, it's okay to put your brights on because this person's a fucking idiot. No, seriously, this time it's okay to have them on. I mean, this is a long, dark road after all, so it would normally probably be okay to have them on anyways. This person wants to fuck with me. Let's see him fucking find out. Seriously, you want to fuck around and find out what's up? What's up, motherfucker? You're speeding right now, bitch. You thought you were gonna fuck around and find out? Let's fucking find out. Let's fucking find out. Oh, I'm gonna turn, but let me wait for you, even though you got a yield sign. Oh, fuck you. Fuck you. This is exactly what I'm talking about, people. This is an example of what not to be. And I don't mean me, I mean them. You were gonna turn so that you could be an asshole to me, but then you stop because you hit a sidewalk? You stupid fucking idiot. Fucking idiot. The thing is, I stopped because I got a yield sign, so I did the right thing. Fucking idiots, I tell you. Fucking idiots. This is why I make these videos, so that you idiots can learn. Remember to hit that like button, too. Otherwise, Satan's gonna give you a wet wheelie at 3 in the morning. Actually, it'll probably be 3:33 in the morning. Remember to use your blinker when you're turning, because like people need to know if you're turning, and it's also the law. this is a reasonable time to use bright lights. This is a good time to use them. Like, see how there's nobody in the path of the light? And it's also dark, which is why extra light would be helpful. And you also notice how most of the time, whenever or wherever you're driving, well, then again, who really knows who or where you are or wherever. But the vast majority of the time, it wouldn't be necessary. Like, see how a person is approaching me? I just shut them off, and I'm heading towards town. Thankfully, they had some common consideration, which isn't common anymore, and they actually shut theirs off. To anyone who does that, thank you, because consideration is a really rare quality nowadays. Thank you, whoever you are. You also have your fog lights on, though. I mean, it's not foggy right now, so you might want to shut those off as well. Don't know who that person even is, but yeah, back to the music.
You'll feel it, and that's just the beginning.
This 18+ show will be an unforgettable rock experience. The Monster Hall Music Festival, June 11th through the 14th at the Monster Hall Event Grounds in Unity. Get your tickets now at monsterhallevents.com.
We tend not to think about right now, but right now in front of us is victory over cancer.
Southwest winds 10 to 15, shifting northwesterly. That'll bring some cooler air for the weekend. Saturday, a few spotty showers in the morning, then mostly cloudy, high 60. Our Sunday, cool with some clouds turning into a few breaks of sunshine, high 58. I'm 9 Storm Track meteorologist Jackson Garlock.
More metal is locked and loaded. It's Scary Terry's Saturday Nightmare on 94.7 The Beast.
Your brights at someone to like let them know that theirs are on. I mean, a lot of times I don't even bother doing that, but from time to time I'll just like quickly have mine on and then shut them off again to, like, you know, signal to them to shut that shit off. I mean, the only exception to that would be if there's a bunch of other people who don't have theirs on, because at that point it's not really fair to, like, the rest of them that actually did have it right. You know what I mean? I mean, you can't respond because you're watching a video, but let's say if you're driving down the road, there's like one other person heading towards you with their fucking brights and fogs lights on and everything. Well, then I flash them and just to let them know, like, hey, mine are not on. I mean, a lot of times I don't even bother, depending on the situation, because, like, these idiots are literally everywhere. I don't know why this became a thing. I mean, is this some kind of trending stupidity? Again, here's a red light, which first you must stop at, and are allowed to turn right at, but also you don't have the right of way when you do this as well. I want to point that out. You want to still check for oncoming traffic and pedestrians, naturally. I mean, another thing I want to point out, whenever you're changing lanes, remember to use the directional, and also check that the lane you're trying to get into is clear. Because, like, if it's not, like, the person is most likely not going to be getting out of your way, because people are rude everywhere. Be great if they weren't rude. Be great if they could just function normally, but they insist on being an asshole everywhere they go. I mean, and And you can see from this video, this is how these people are. I mean, like, even though I could technically have my brights on right now because it's not really disrupting other people. I mean, there's some people off in the distance over there. As of right now, my brights are not even on because even though they technically could be because it's not towards anybody, but at the same time they don't need to be because you can see there's all these street lights up above. But as I get to this more dark area, well, then it's more reasonable to have them on because at this point more light is needed, and it's also not interfering with other people. I mean, I hope this video is making sense to some of you people. I mean, I don't know if people's brains are malnourished because there is a global food crisis. I mean, food inflation, the cost of food is much higher as well as everything else. And it's one of those expenses that you can't really cut out because you need to eat to live, you know? I mean, maybe that's the case. Maybe people's brains are malnourished. I mean, maybe they should drink more beer. I mean, then they'll get some calories feeding their brain. I mean, I live in central Wisconsin, so I'm sure they already do, but I don't know what their deal is. Probably gonna shut them off again. Like, even though I technically could have them on right now, the brights that is, but because like they're not obstructing or distracting other people. But there's also, in my opinion, a sufficient amount of light through here that you got the street lights. But then as I get into these darker areas, well, then I'll have them on. Because that's what the purpose of brights is. It's to give you extra light whenever you need extra light. I mean, it's not to annoy other people, it's to help you see in the dark better. I mean, isn't that what the purpose of lights in general is? Isn't that why they were invented? The thing is, they don't need to be extra bright unless it's extra dark and it's not interfering with other people. See, like right now, I'm going down a dark road and it's not like yeah, there might be some cars way over there in the highway, but like, they're way the hell over there. Like, it's not going to interfere with them, and they got their brights on, so... And to be honest, it's okay for them to do so also, even though they're probably the kind of person that would have them on during the day anyways. I mean, it's the kind of thing where it's like, it makes me almost not even want to ever have them on, because I wouldn't even want to be mistaken for somebody who has them on just to, like, annoy other people. I won't want to be mistaken for one of those idiots. But, like, if there's actually a purpose for having them on, like there is right now, then it makes complete sense to have them on. But, like, let's say if somebody was in front of me right now, well, then I wouldn't have them on, because then it would be distracting the person in front of me. And it would actually be illegal, and a cop, if they wanted to, could ticket me for it, or anybody else for that matter. I really hope this video is making sense to people. Put the music back on.
Metal Unleashed. I can feel you, I can hear you howling in my bones.
example of dealing with an idiot that has their brights on behind me, the best thing to do is to just ignore it. I guess would be the best answer. I mean, there's so many of these people who do this, but like, I mean, don't let somebody else's problem be your problem. Like, I mean, that's, like, I mean, they're not happy with themselves, which is why they do this. So, I mean, I guess if you wanted to mess with them, you could drive slower and then make them go around. But the thing is, these people have nothing better to do anyways, other than go around and irritate other people. So, like, just pretend they don't exist, because they might as well be non-existent. It's like, I mean, it's like this person behind me, they're not happy with themselves. Like, they're going out of their way to make somebody else unhappy. So, like, they're not happy with themselves, okay? Thankfully, they fucked off. Back to the music.
Hey there, on 94.7, The Beast.
adjust my pants so that I may dance the good time dance and put the onlookers and innocent bystanders into a trance. Give the cease on the swine who marry and propagate lies. Tough luck for elected officials. The beast you see got 50 eyes. Bring it on home, spread the wealth, play it cool, the hands been dealt. Now all the odds are in our favor. Save the victory speeches for later. Streets on fire. The mob goes wild, wild, wild. Streets on fire. The mob goes wild. 21 guns, box made of pine. Letter from the government, sealed and signed, delivered Federal Express on your mother's doorsteps. 21 guns, box made of pine. Letter from the government, sealed and signed, delivered Federal Express on your mother's doorsteps. Condoleezza Rice is nice, but I prefer Aroni. And that man on the TV who speaks to the dead, you know that man's a phony. Everybody move to Canada, smoke lots out. Everybody move to Canada right now. Here's how we do it. Bob Rush the border god before he and his dog ever knew it. Streets on fire. The mob goes wild, wild, wild. Streets on fire. The mob goes wild. 21 guns, box made of pine. Letter from the government, sealed and signed, delivered Federal Express on your mother's doorsteps. 21 guns, box made of pine. Letter from the government, sealed and signed, delivered Federal Express on your mother's doorsteps. Well, alright. WOZZ, Mosinee, and translator W275AC Wausau. This is 94.7 and 102.9, The Beast. Rock Unleashed.
Inside it feels like I'm barely breathing. Feels like air is running out.
it's kind of dark, and it's not directed at anybody. Like, you see how, like, I just turned my brights on now, because, like, it's a little bit dark through here, and also it's not facing anybody. Like, this is the key. This is what makes it illegal. If you're shining your brights at other people, that's the law. But if there's nobody there, well, then you can turn them on. Although a lot of the times they wouldn't need to be on anyways. Like, no, somebody's coming towards me, I'm going to shut them off. Shut the brights off. Well, they still got theirs on because they're an asshole. What a surprise. They're probably driving too fast, too. I mean, it's a construction zone. That's another thing. Like, normally it would be 35 miles per hour through here. But you see how the construction sign says 25? That means it's a little bit slower than it would usually be because they're doing construction. And like during the day when the construction crew is working on the road, have some consideration, why don't you? You know, like, I've never done construction before, but like, you know, have some consideration. Drive carefully through a construction zone, especially when people are working on that construction zone. I got a signal that mine aren't on, so that way this jackass can finally get the revelation of a lifetime. Oh, you mean I was the problem this whole time? Yeah, dumbass, shut it off. Take a left here. Again, mine are not on right now. Why is that? Because there's a car crossing my paths. You know, if I were to have them on right now, that would have technically been illegal because a car just passed in front of me. But they're not on, and they shouldn't be on. Unless they need to be. And as long as it's not interrupting other drivers or anybody else for that matter. Like, through here, if it wasn't for other cars being in front of me, I mean, they're a distance away, but there's one coming towards me. Thankfully, they shut theirs off. Thank you. Thank you, Good Samaritan, for having common consideration, which isn't so common anymore. Thank you, Good Samaritan. I think that's actually something from the Bible, Good Samaritan. Can't remember exactly. So, like, now right through here, I can turn them on, which I just did just now. And even though it might not be too dark, I mean, there are some street lights and whatnot. But at the same time, it's like, I'm allowed to because there's nobody in front of me. There's nobody coming towards me. But if there is somebody coming towards me, then I will need to shut them off. I mean, that's how it works. I didn't make the rules. That's how it works. And it makes sense why it would be that way. I mean, through here is really dark, though, because this is like the country right here. I mean, through this part, well, I mean, it's like, it's not really a country. It's kind of like slightly outside of town, like the outskirts of Weston. I mean, I'm heading back home at this point. I was driving around town. And on my way back home, I got my brights on because through here, they need to be on. And there's nobody that it's interfering with, so it's okay to have them on. I mean, that's really just the two rules for if you can legally have them on. Well, the main thing would be is if it's not disrupting other people. But I mean, even if you are legally allowed to have them on, there are a good number of times where they still really wouldn't need to be on. I mean, through here, I have them on because as you can see, like, there's nobody around, and it's also really dark. So this is when they're needed. This is one of those rare moments when they're actually needed. I mean, a lot of people would listen to this and they probably know they fucked up, and then they want to try and justify it in some way. Oh, I didn't know. Yeah, you fucking did. You know how to shut them off as soon as you see mine. You know, or even if you remember me from some other mind-blowing revelation, you'll shut them off before I even turn mine on. So it's like, you know what you're doing at that point, and it's obvious at that point. Because it's like, okay, so you just shut them off. So you can see, so that, like, you must be able to control it then. And you knew that they were on. Or maybe you didn't, maybe you didn't. You just had to be shown the bright lights to realize yours were on. I don't know. But, like, the whole purpose of this video is to, like, illustrate when to use them and when not to, as well as other driving tips. You know, like, it's okay to turn at a red light as long as you stop and as long as it's clear, and as long as there's not a sign telling you that you can't turn right on red. You know, and there's other times where a sign will say right turn, no stop. And what that means is that you don't have to stop if you're making a right turn, as the sign would imply. I mean, if this comes off as condescending, I don't mean it to sound that way. But, like, apparently lots of people don't know this. I mean, maybe they're from a different country that has different driving laws. I mean, America does get lots of immigrants. I mean, that's just factually true. And maybe they just haven't really become fully aware of how things work around here. You know, I noticed that some of these idiotic drivers, they don't really care to come around these parts and the sticks. I wonder why that is. I mean, has somebody been offing them and getting away with it out here? I'm gonna shut these off because, see, this is a good time. See, that's why I just shut my brakes off right now, because somebody was coming towards me. Now I'll turn them back on like I just did. Coming, I'll probably have to shut them off again pretty soon. I mean, and through here, I'm starting to get closer to town, so the street lights, there's going to be more of those. A lot of the time, like, if you're driving through town, a lot of the times they're not going to be needed anyways. Like, I'm not exactly in town yet, but I'm getting closer to town. See, there's more street lights. I mean, when you're in town, it tends to just generally be more, you know, lit up. Like if it's a business, a street light, you know, there's other cars as well who oftentimes have their brights on, even though they shouldn't. And even if they had their regular headlights on, that would also add some light. But that brings me to another point. Like, if you're driving at night, you should have headlights on. Not bright lights, because that's something different. Headlights, like low beams, okay? Like just regular headlights. You don't need to have your brights on at night, but you do need to have your headlights on at night. Because people aren't going to be able to see you, which truly puts you in danger. Like, somebody coming towards me, they probably have their brights on, but like, these people are everywhere. I'm so sick of them. I mean, but then again, they're heading towards the country, but then again, they could have at least waited till after passing me. But, like, let's be honest, They don't have any business out there. They just want to be an asshole. Yeah, like, as of right now, my low beams are on, not the brights. When I was back there, when it was dark, and there's nobody else around, then I had them on. Right now, they're not on. Even though, like, again, they technically could be, as long as there's nobody in the direct path of the light. But, like, through town, they wouldn't need to be anyways, so... You got all these street lights. Hopefully you can see that in the video, people. And this is a yield sign, not a stop sign. I mean, a yield sign means that you don't technically have to stop, but you don't have the right of way either. That's what a yield sign means. Through here, I don't know who in their right mind would even feel the need to have their brights on, because, like, look at how well lit this street is. Like, there's nobody in their right mind who would truly feel the need to have them on. Like, I highly doubt that they feel the need to have them on. Like, seriously, you might as well just tattoo "I'm an asshole" on your head at that point, you know? And again, mine are not on right now because they don't need to be, and because it would be illegal and disruptive to shine them at other people. I mean, I sound like I'm beating on a dead horse right now because, let's see, it's been almost an hour straight of me repeating basic traffic laws, like don't shine brights at people because it's illegal and it's annoying and it's dangerous. But yet, it needs to be said over and over and over again. Because a lot of these people don't seem to understand that. Either that or they're just going out of their way to be an asshole, which is what I think it is. I mean, why do you feel the need to be one? I don't know. I guess because everybody else is. But then again, that's not actually true, though. Like, not everybody is an asshole. There are good people and there are assholes. I'd like to think that most people are good people. But, like, the thing is, I don't want to be part of the problem. So, like, I'm not just going to have mine on everywhere. Because, like, then I'd be part of the problem, too, wouldn't I? So that's why I'm illustrating, like, you don't need them on. Mine are not on right now. Because they don't need to be. This guy feels the need to have them on, though. Thankfully, just shut them off. Thank you, Good Samaritan. I'll keep referring to them as that, just because shits and giggles, that's why. Another important thing I want to point out is, like, you don't want to assume somebody else has theirs on. A lot of the times you can tell, but, like, if you're not sure, you can flash yours on for, like, a split second, and then shut them off. I mean, most of the time I don't even bother to do that even. But, like if you're not sure if they have theirs on, the thing is, like, unless you can see them switching them, you can't really be so sure. I mean, it kind of seems like a lot of, like, let's say some of these people who were passing me earlier in the video, I'd flash them on and then quickly shut them back off again. And then, all of a sudden, now they realize they gotta shut them off. Oh, yeah, you just didn't know this whole time. Yeah, you've got the brain of a 5-year-old, apparently. You just didn't know. You didn't know any better. You know, your wife caught you fucking, drawing on the walls with a crayon again, and then she had to give you a spanking, and you just didn't know any better, you know? I mean, you're probably like in your 40s, 50s, 60s, who even knows? You know, your wife caught you drawing crayons on the wall, time out. And, you know, you just didn't know any better. You know, you have your brights on during the day. You have your fog lights on during the day or night, even going down a well-lit street. And you just didn't know. Like, I just didn't know, Tony. I just didn't know. Like, I didn't know, like, I couldn't have my brights on everywhere I go. Look, I thought we had special privileges. We're the mafia, man. The thing is, like, I want to keep making it clear that I'm not copying these people. Like, mine are not on right now because they don't need to be. And because there's a person in front of me, and I don't want to disrupt them and wherever they're going. I mean, for all I know, this could be like a cab driver or something. Do I want to annoy a cab driver? I used to be a cab driver for a very brief moment back in March of this year. They're actually building a new apartment to the right here. This person in front of me is, I mean, they're driving really slow. I mean, like, you technically can. I mean, if you're looking to get somewhere or you're lost or whatever, like, you know, that's fine. I mean, I'm just making a video right now anyways. I don't even have it anywhere to be. I mean, if you're doing this kind of thing to annoy the person behind you, well, I mean, that's kind of stupid too, don't you think? I mean, there's more idiots behind me with their brights on. What a surprise. Clearly this video is needed for lots and lots of people. Like, I hope this video helps people. It helps them realize how not to be an asshole. This person is so slow in front of me. But again, I didn't even care to shine my brights at them. Why? Because, like, for one thing, they're not needed, and it would be rude, and it's illegal to do that. Oh, these people behind me insist on having theirs on low. And why is that? Because they're a fucking asshole, and everybody knows it. They might as well just have "I'm an asshole" spray painted on their car. I'm an asshole, but yet everybody knew that. Not me, but them. Shut that fucking shit off, people. Fuck off, dude. Honestly. Hey, look, there's this fucking jackass with their brights, their fog lights. Like, look, this person's got their fog lights on. You see those lights below there? I mean, it's not foggy right now. So why are your fog lights on? Like, just have "I'm an asshole" spray painted on your car. Like, couldn't that be better? I don't know. I hope this video educates some of you uneducated people who like to have your brights and fog lights on everywhere you go. And you see how mine are not on? This is them on, which is sometimes needed, but most of the time not. And this is low beams, which is what they should be most of the time. Not all the time, but most of the time. I mean, brights do exist for a reason, as do fog lights. Brights are, as I've said repeatedly throughout this video, I mean, know, I have a feeling some people are kind of dense, which is why I should probably repeat it over and over and over again for more than an hour straight now. But see, these are low beams and these are high beams. Low beams, high beams. Okay, there will even be a symbol on your dashboard that will indicate if your brights are on or not. So if you're kind of like questioning which is which, like just look at your dashboard. If you see a symbol, then that means your brights are on, okay? Okay, so, I mean, I could turn my fog lights on just to illustrate that right now, but at the same time, it's like, oh, what the hell, why not? I don't remember how to turn them on, because who the hell even needs fog lights on? There they go. See, fog lights on, fog lights off. Fog lights on, fog lights off. On, off. See, fog lights are called fog lights because you need them on only if it's foggy. I mean, that's why they're called fog lights, so I mean, unless it's foggy, you don't need your fog lights on. I mean, I can illustrate what having both on at the same time is. Fog lights on and brights on. I mean, see how annoying that is? And this is what it actually should be, which is what it was throughout the majority of this video. Low beams. The only time brights are on is going down a dark road. It's not interfering with other people. You know, if you're somebody who has the attention span of a gnat, then I'm gonna probably like just summarize it in the comment section. But if you're somebody who doesn't fully understand, I guess you should just re-watch this whole video, because I've said it repeatedly throughout the video. When to have your brights on, when to not have them on. There's other basic traffic information related to traffic laws, like what is a yield sign, what does it mean, is it okay to turn right at a red light? Yes it is, but you must stop first and you don't have the right of way, etc. I'm probably going to also turn this into a time-lapse video, so if you're seeing this on the day that is uploaded, stay tuned for the time-lapse version. I also want to, like as far as the Hank Trill music, I want to give him a thank you. Like, I don't know him personally. I asked him on his YouTube channel if I could use his music and play it in the background of my videos. I remember him saying yes a while back ago before I put any of his music on my videos. So I do have the copyright owner's permission via YouTube video. I mean, I've never met him or them personally, so I don't really know them. But I mean, I just like, I'm a big fan of their music, you know. I think it's got some humor. I like their talent, you know. I want to give them a shout out. And thank you for letting me use your music. I'm going to probably play that in the back of the time-lapse version of this video. I mean, aside from that, safe driving, that is a big priority. I mentioned that in my previous video from earlier yesterday as of now, because it's 12:30 now. Anyways, have a good day or night, and until the next video, have a good one. Bye.